Most unfortunate that one had to die. Still, it's better one of their number falls than one of ours. You have the... As I thought, they found their gold in a new employer. If you hadn't intercepted this, we would have been in a bloodbath. Come, this death will help us twofold. If you are willing to help as well, that is.
How about a coin or two?
The mercenaries wish to fight. Their blades must not be used against my people. So, we'll give them a new opponent. They'll soon realize their courier's late. We must quickly return him to their ranks. Ah, my friend, you misunderstand. You will be the courier. My children stole the body as soon as you left. It lies upstairs. Let's see if his uniform fits you.
You talk to the girls, that's fine. You want more, you talk to me. You have to ask, I have nothing to tell you. When you know what you want, come talk to Rejmina.
Let's see these clothes then. Rejmina is deaf with needle and thread, should they need adjustment. A simple switch, friend. The Gold Coast waits for orders, and we will give them. Deliver this altered letter to their captain. Let one enemy kill the other. Nearby, a pack of werewolves stalks and waits. No doubt they would tear us apart, if not for the mercenaries in their way. As the Gold Coast and the werewolves fight, it would be best if few survivors live to tell the tale.
What's this? You're not one of my men. What are you doing here? New courier? Good to see some fresh blood in the ranks. Now, let's see that letter. Not what I was expecting. Curious. You're relieved, soldier. Unless you want to go werewolf hunting. Well, I'm not paid to question orders. Time to rouse these louts out of their cups. Look alive, soldiers. We've got wolves to skin.
My friend, I must speak with you. Good to see you in one piece. I take it the captain didn't have any, questions you could not answer. Very good. The Gold Coast mercenaries are nothing if not skilled at fighting. The werewolves will be no match for them. Honorable Iralodro spoke highly of your skill. We'd hoped you'd follow through with our little deception. Kill the commanders in the mercenaries' ranks. Make it look as if they fell to werewolves. You'll need a paw from a werewolf for the right marks. That should distract them for a bit. Iralodro will be at the gates when you return. Be safe, friend.
have the heart of a true trickster. Ah, but now they must consider a battle on two fronts. It will give them pause when the second courier arrives. We must close the net, and quickly. The ones in Colovia wait for a reply from the Gold Coast mercenaries. When they do not get one, they will send another courier, forewarned of treachery. Let us make sure none are left to answer the next message, shall we? We have the advantage. The mercenaries know only what they can hit with their swords. We Khajiits know when to put down the sword and take up a rose. Or in this case, a keg of rich drink. Oh, it will not be me, or you, I'm afraid. We extend this courtesy to our Gold Coast friends. I have a powder that causes deep sleep for many days. Afterwards, the user is too groggy to move, much less. It's not as simple as that, but yes, that is the first step. Take this powder and add it to the kegs in their camp. I've taken the liberty of offering some of my own vintage to them. A gift for their valiant battle with the werewolves.
Think I'm not looking? Think again. Hey, don't mess with the kegs.
Rumor is the soldiers of the Redoubt are going to move on to Cath-Bedro.
That's not your
Age
brew,
protected.
friend. Touch that again and I'll take that hand off. Think I'm not looking? Think again. Touch that again and I'll take that hand off. That's not your brew, friend.
Hail and well met.
Hail and all that.
The Khajiit Moonsingers went to a great deal of effort to separate and hide their clues, but I feel like we're getting closer. Try not to let the carnivorous plants consume you. Getting eaten by mostly stationary creatures doesn't help one's reputation.
Dariel! Who's there? Dariel? No, you're someone else. Please don't kill me. I've nothing of value to steal. Then you're not a bandit? Thank the eight for small blessings. My brother Dariel wasn't as lucky. He thought he could outsmart the bandits in the ruins. Now he's gone. He'd do anything to find a cure for me. But all I pray for now is his safety. I've been sick most of my life. We came looking for a plant, one that grows by the light of an alien well. They say its sap can heal any malady. The bandits stopped us, but Dariel made a deal in exchange for passage. I haven't seen him since.
Your technique seems adequate, if a bit unrefined.
Circle around!
Ah, another prism puzzle. At least the ancient Khajiit were consistent. Examine that stone plaque, will you? Any clue will be helpful. Knowledge can only be found in the dark. Could that refer to the new moons? Ignore any statues displaying a full moon, I think. Adequately done. Now, collect the triangulant and let's be on our way. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely.
Then Kunzari turned to the rest of his Krajun. One more we need. A Khajiit queen of renown. A Nequina Sharp, who loves to bask in the glow of the big moon when she left.
We depart within the hour.
Where are you headed?
These are the works, and the works
Safe
are
travels to you.
after Themiral's midden heap.
This new Moonsinger shows a modicum of promise, but she hasn't yet reached her full potential. Still, the story was interesting, and it points us toward the final triangulant required to make use of the map. Oh yes, the Moonsinger made it quite clear. Her tale points to an old shrine not far from here known as Jode's Light, the Big Moon, referenced in the story. Once we collect the final triangulant, I'll be able to use the map to find the weapon. Still don't trust me? Neither do I. I know what I'm capable of. I'm no better than the fools that lead the alliances. That's why we'll only use the weapon to get them to the negotiating table. Diplomacy works best when facilitated by a big stick.
What they put in that white-eye brandy? Oh, Sanguine's breath. I'm ruined. Traveller, you've got to help me. I'm trying for an apprenticeship with Tellinger the Artificer. He gave me several relics to study. I was supposed to write a paper about each one. I have to finish writing and get those relics back. There's no way I can do both in the condition I'm in. Can you track down the relics for me while I finish my work? I've done all the research.
The main is chosen by...
A moment, traveler. We need to talk. Please, a moment of your time. I need to speak. My intentions are honorable, I assure you. I am Kamira, agent for the Speaker of the Main. When we learned about Abner Tharn sought the same weapon as Euraxia, the Speaker sent me to intervene. Euraxia Tharn, Abner's cruel half-sister. She conquered my home city of Rimmon and proclaimed herself its queen. If she gets her hands on the weapon, elsewhere's suffering will increase 1,000-fold. I do not think they get along. From my observations, Abner seeks the weapon for peaceful ends, but this is a delusion. It is too powerful, too evil. We must convince Abner to find the weapon before Euraxia does and destroy it. That is the only way. Are you always so direct with your questions? Oh, Very well. Perhaps a bit of honesty will convince you of my intentions. Before my parents died, they gave me a pendant. It blocks all forms of magical detection. It helps me in my role as agent for the Speaker of the Main. And that is all I will say on this matter. We must focus on finding the item before Euraxia Tharn. I will help you do this, and then we will destroy it. Tharn believes he knows best. He will not listen to me. I am not sure he will even accept your counsel. But you have to try. At first, I thought Tharn was working with Euraxia. From what I have seen, his mission of peace is sincere, just misguided. In every way. How can something of such power be used safely to stop a war? It cannot. When you require a breeze, you do not summon a tornado. We must reach the item before Euraxia and then destroy it. That is the only option. That would be my master, Garashri. The Main can't be everywhere. So Garashri travels and speaks for the Main. I suppose you could say I am the Speaker's speaker. At least, I am his eyes and ears in this situation. The current spiritual leader of the Khajiit is a Khuzri. He is as wise and honorable as he is ancient. Oh, such a question. You do not really expect me to answer that, do you? I will say this, however. There is no one else in Tamriel quite like me. Tharn believes he knows best. He will not listen to me. I am not sure he will even accept your counsel. But you have to try. At first, I thought Tharn was working with Euraxia. From what I have seen, his mission of peace is since...
I find it fitting that the final triangulant awaits us in a Khajiit ruin. I'm beginning to question my own magnificence, if you can imagine such a thing. Despite multiple attempts, I still haven't been able to identify or catch the damnable prowler who has been following me. It's really becoming quite irksome. A Khajiit? Why would the Speaker of the Main send a powerful wizard to hound me so? My half-sister? They're aware of her interest in this? But why didn't this agent of the Speaker simply approach me directly? I would have gladly welcomed her assistance in this matter. Destroy my one chance to stop the Three Banners War? Never. Don't tell me you agree with this nonsense. That we should allow the Dominion, Pact, and Covenant to continue to tear Tamriel apart? Do you want more people to die? That's the spirit. As far as Euraxia is concerned, however, I am inclined to agree with the Speaker of the Main's agent. We must reach the weapon first. I know the dangers. We must proceed. I wasn't preserving my power, we'd be done by now. Whether this chimera agrees to work with us or not doesn't really matter. Is this ancient weapon any more dangerous than the ongoing war? I sincerely doubt it. Let's find the last triangulant and see whether... With luck, we'll gather the last triangulant and be done with ancient ruins. Some of the words have been chipped away. See what you... Some of these moon tiles are identical. Try different combinations of the mirrored pairs. I hardly doubted you. Now grab the final triangulant and let's return to my camp in Grotto. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely. Once you know where to look, the location becomes perfectly obvious. Come, let's talk. With your assistance, we gathered the 3 triangulants that allowed me to decipher the map formed by the Wrathstone tablet. I now know that the demon weapon resides in the halls of Colossus, along the southern coast of Elsewhere, an ancient structure whose purpose and origin is clouded in legend. Some believe it contains the dwarven Numidium, which could be the weapon we seek. I've chartered a wagon to get us to the coast, then a boat will take us the rest of the way. Honestly, I don't give a skeever's arse. She may have been able to track me when I wasn't attempting to conceal our movements, but I made sure to... It appears this chimera is more capable than I anticipated.
The halls of Colossus? Arrogant Imperial. Without my assistance, you will never survive that place.
Away with you, cat. It falls upon me to end this accursed war.
So you can declare yourself Emperor? I think not. I will accompany you to find and destroy the weapon.
Emperor has never been my ambition. Join us if you want. Just don't get in my way. Surprisingly clever, those ancient Khajiiti. An old tablet, oral histories disguised as fables, and sophisticated triangulant tiles, all pointing to one location, the halls of Colossus. The abhorrent Three Banners War is practically over. The cat can do as she pleases. Based on the skills she has already demonstrated, however, I'm not averse to having her along. Just realize that I plan to utilize the weapon despite her protestations. Now take this for your efforts. The Halls of Colossus. A place as mysterious as it is ancient. I never imagined I'd have a reason to seek it out, let alone explore it. Let's hope the item we pursue lives up to my expectations, and that we reach it before my half-sister Euraxia. A few years ago, my deplorable sibling broke protocol and conquered a portion of Elsewhere. I assume she wants the weapon to secure her territory and increase the size of her holdings. Euraxia's ruthlessness is exceeded only by her ambition. Half-sister, and I have no hesitation in this regard. To best Euraxia, however, we need to reach the halls of Colossus ahead of her. Give me and Chimera a moment to negotiate an accord we can both live with, then meet us by the wagon I chartered. Take care of any outstanding business you may have as quickly as possible. I want to depart for the halls of Colossus and find the weapon as soon as we can. The legends call it the demon weapon. From what we discovered by researching the Khajiiti stories, it's hidden in the halls of Colossus. I want to use the weapon to end the insipid Three Banners War. Chimera, meanwhile, just wants to destroy it. It was those stories that helped us discover the weapon's hiding place. It seems that a Khajiiti hero, Kunzar-Ri, defeated the demons and hid their weapon in the halls of Colossus. Obviously, we're seeing the myths, not the truth behind them. Well, of course they are, from a certain point of view. Every myth and legend contains a modicum of truth. The trick is deciphering the allegories and metaphors, stripping away the poetry, to find the history hidden beneath the illusions. I have no doubt that there's something hidden in the halls of Colossus. Something powerful enough to not only attract my attention, but to enthrall my half-sister Euraxia. The halls of Colossus are a place of myth and legend. Personally, I thought it was lost to history until I acquired the tablet. The true purpose of the ancient structure may never be known, but at some point, it became a storehouse for the weapon. Chimera is the woman who has been shadowing me this entire time. Apparently, she works for the Speaker of the Main, the spiritual leader of the Khajiit people. She wants to keep the weapon out of the hands of my half-sister Euraxia, and I concur. Yes, Euraxia Tharn. She proclaimed herself queen of the Khajiit city of Rimmon a few years ago. Now I assume she's after the weapon so she can expand her little empire. It's no wonder the Speaker of the Main sent an agent to stop her.
What is the delay? We should leave for the halls of Colossus immediately. We must get to the weapon before Euraxia's forces do.